All right, Shalom. This is Gamal Yala. I have Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, now this quick lesson, and this is going to be entitled, Florida is Using Common Sense. All right, now I'm getting ready to go into this video. It's entitled, Florida's Radical New COVID Plan. Now, the reason why they're calling this radical, all right, is because it's against what the federal government is pushing. Okay, the federal government, the CDC, the World Health Organization. All right, it's contrary to what they're pushing. Florida is doing their own thing. All right, and they're using common sense. Okay, a lot of the points that this guy is getting ready to make. All right, because they apparently hired a new health chairman. Okay, I don't know his specific title, but basically, they're starting to basically reject, what the world is putting out there. Okay, which is mandating vaccines, mandating, just going overboard. Okay, and you have places like California right now that are the complete opposite. All right, they're very tight on their restrictions. All right, and the mayor of Florida, DeSanto, not the mayor, the governor of Florida, DeSanto, has gotten a lot of criticism, but he also has a lot of support too. So anyway, let's get into it, and I'm gonna get some precepts, Lord willing. Shalom.
There's a big shakeup in Florida happening. Governor Ron DeSantis in Florida has named a new Surgeon General. UCLA's Joseph Ladapo. He's a MD, PhD. He's not only a physician, but also a health policy researcher, meaning he can understand and assess the impacts of the cost benefit analysis of health policies. He's also one of America's frontline doctors. That was the group that early on was talking about really questioning the lockdowns, talking about therapeutics. This guy, it appears to be really refreshing. And why is he refreshing? Well, let's take a look from his
And what you notice also is Jake up there. All right, that's Jake. And Jake, and they're woke. When Jake is woke and at the top of his game, he knows what's up, man. But as you see, Jake knows he knows what he's talking about, man. All right, this guy is a PhD, and he has a lot of credentials. So a lot of these people, and there was another video when C-19 first surfaced. Okay, there was a bunch of doctors and medical health professionals that were basically speaking out against the pandemic. They were saying it's BS. And I'm sure they've done, there's countless doctors and people, nurses, health professionals who have basically talked down against the potion, man. All right, so keep going.
Inaugural press conference in Florida with DeSantis. 4 reasons here. The first one is there's some courage really budding. Take a look.
All right. There are a few things that we're going to keep in mind as we approach public health here in the state of Florida. So the first is that Florida will completely reject fear as a way of making policies in public health. So we're done with fear. That's been something that's been unfortunately a centerpiece of health policy in the United States ever since the beginning of the pandemic, and it's over here. Expiration date, it's done. We're going to be very explicit about the differences between the science.
Yeah, and he's right. They're pushing fear in the media. That's how they're able to control the masses. Okay? He controls the minds of the people. As a matter of fact, let's get this. Sirach 10. This is Sirach 10, and I'll start at 2. Yeah. I'll just start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Okay? So number 1, it says a wise judge will instruct his people. Okay, now a wise person will basically, if we had wise leaders, okay, they will be telling us, how to really heal ourselves of the C19. Okay, they'll get the best natural physicians and natural, there's all types of home medicine. People that deal with, I'd say people that deal with like natural medicines. Okay, that's a wise judge. Okay, that's what someone with sense do. But we're not dealing with sense. We're dealing with Esau. Esau is the devil. All right, so he's gonna concoct something in the laboratories to destroy you. All right, and it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Now, this goes to show that, when you think about the minds of the people, okay, it's all coming from their oppressors. Okay, the minds and the opinions and the fear and all these things that Esau is pushing out, it's coming from him. It says what manner of the man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So that goes to show that they do control the masses, all right, through deception. Okay, and the people are deceived. Okay, what manner of man the ruler of the city is, and this man is a deceiver. Such are all they that dwell therein, and these people are the deceived. Okay, and they're deceivers as well. All right, listen to this: an unwise king destroyeth his people. Okay, and that's what Esau is doing. Esau is basically he has the position of king on earth, pursuant to Job 9:24. Okay, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the elites, the higher ups, okay, they are the kings of this world because they have the power. They have the power to basically do whatever they want and get away with it, except for when the Lord takes them out of his power seat. Okay, so it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay, so let's go back to here.
And our opinions. So we all have opinions, we all have a perspective, and we are absolutely entitled to those perspectives. What's been happening over the past year is that people have been taking the science and they've been misrepresenting it. They've been using the science, and it's been unclear when the discussion about the science ends and discussion about how you feel about the science and what you want people to do with the science begins. And that will never be a problem here. That's never going to be something that we do here.
I think everyone watching that video is thinking, maybe I should have moved to Florida.
Absolutely.
Amazing. What a fantastic person to see in a position like that. Surgeon General. Is that what you said, of Florida? Is that right?
Of Florida, correct, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
And you know he wasn't walking out of that meeting without the press asking him about vaccine mandates. So listen to what he had to say when he was questioned.
I can't wait.
I think vaccines will treat like any other preventive issue. So the goal will be education, and that will be the goal. And this idea that, people don't get to make their own decisions, on issues of health related to their own personal health is wrong, and it's not something that we're going to be about. The state should be promoting good health.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's on point. And Florida is, and I'm not on the side of Florida. This whole place is gonna be destroyed. But if we're just, evaluating how they're handling it compared to other states, okay, they're using more common sense. He just said, first off, he started saying that they're not buying into the fear, and then second of all, he said that basically people have, the right to make their own decision about their body, okay? So Florida is clearly rejecting the plans, okay, of the elites, which is to get everybody vaccinated, get as many people as they can vaccinated. All right, I'll keep going.
And vaccination isn't the only path to that. It's been treated almost like a religion, and that's just senseless, right? There are lots of good pathways to health, and vaccination is not the only one. So we support measures for good health. That's vaccination, losing weight, it's exercising more, it's eating more fruits and vegetables, everything.
Now this is common sense, and this is really what drove me to do the lesson, and it's the spirit, because the last lesson that I did is dealing with getting your health together in these times. Now, if we're dealing with health, okay, as I read, it's dealing with herbs, eating clean, all those types of things, okay? Now this, like I said, this man is using common sense. This is pure common sense, okay? That that the Lord is gonna do that. I'm sorry, not that the Lord, but it's pure common sense that's how you handle the pandemic, okay? All right, so let me get this. Bear with me one moment. Trying to find it. Hold on. Bear with me one moment, trying to find this precept. Got it. It's Ecclesiastic. This is Sirach 30 and 15. 30 and 15. It says, health and good estate of the body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. Okay? So there you go. Health and good estate of body are above all gold. So you take care of your body. Okay, take care of your temple. Okay. It says there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Okay. Death is better than a life or continual sickness. Okay. So take care of your body. That's what you should do. Good estate of body. Now, good estate of body, it says, are above all gold. Now, that's you feel good. When you feel good and you have a good estate of body, that's a great feeling. All right, and that's what he's pushing. Exercise, common sense things, man. This is all just common sense.
Support it all.
Boy, that's music to my ears, right? How about why don't we mandate vegetables? There's a concept. Some exercise would be really great. But such a great point. It's just one of many tools. Why are we only talking about one? So many other ways to be healthy. I just can't imagine how much heat this guy is going to get from the medical establishment around the country and around the world.
Right. And are these radical ideas? I mean, not really. This is the first time I think
Yeah,
I've
and you know what? They'll probably do something. Don't be surprised you see this guy show up missing or something happen to this guy. Don't be surprised, because we know how Esau gets down. Okay?
ever seen a public health professional during this COVID crisis and this COVID response talk about exercise, fruits and vegetables,
Right.
personal health decisions. Big stuff here. Now, lockdowns. A lot of people are.
Yeah, and they got to get rid of this guy, because he's stating too much obvious. He's stating too much. You know, people are gonna start realizing, oh, that's all I gotta do to I just exercise and do all these things. They're going to start, following that and rejecting the conventional VAX. Okay.
Are hearing or thinking we may go into a second lockdown here in the United States in the winter if there's a surge in cases. What did he have to say about that? Listen to this.
All right.
There are good reasons to reject lockdowns. There are a lot of them. They don't even have anything to do. They don't even have to have anything to do with fear. So one of the things, again, with misrepresentation of science is that a great study, a really high quality study, came out of the National Bureau of Economic Research a few months ago, and no one heard about it because it didn't fit the agendas that some of our public health officials have been advancing. And that study that showed that in the United States, after lockdowns, overall mortality increased. I'm just going to say that again. After lockdowns, overall mortality increased. Lockdowns are bad. Lots of reasons why they're bad. That's just one really good one. And even with that Great Barrington.
Now, if I can add to him, one reason why lockdowns are bad is because you're shutting yourself off from the environment and bacteria. You have basically you have good bacteria. Okay, there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria, but when you are closed off in the house, then you're shutting yourself off from the environment. Okay, being able to fight off, being able to boost your immune system. Staying at home actually decreases your immune system. Being out and about, when you come across different germs or bacteria, your body is able to fight that off, and that's how you become immune to stuff. Okay. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, and they're decreeing unrighteous decrees, such as, everyone mandating the VAX. Okay, and also, things such as lockdowns. Those are unrighteous decrees. Basically, here it is, you telling people they gotta stay and telling people and this is why this devil has to be out of power. Okay. Because how the hell can you tell people that they got to stay inside? Okay, everyone should have their right to do as they please. Okay, if it's within the laws of YAHAWASHI. That's how it's intended to be. But who the hell are you to tell everyone to stay inside? Okay?
Declaration. There were a couple things. I talked to Jay before he made it public. There were a couple things that I didn't totally agree with, but the spirit of what they believe, that that we need to respect human rights, that people do have autonomy over their lives, and it's not okay it's not even not okay, but it's not virtuous and it's not right to just sort of take away those rights from individuals. Completely agree with that. That's why I signed it.
Yeah, and hey, that's on point. This is common sense, man. You're supposed to let people, do like I said, if it's, of course we're in wicked America, but just hypothetically, if we were in a society, righteous society, we would be able to do as we please. We're gonna be able to do whatever we want, as long as it's within righteousness. All right. And this, like I said, this is just common sense. This is how it should be. But we know that there is an agenda at hand. And like I said, this guy is going against the grain. He's one of the only people that's really speaking up. And he's bold. I'll commend this man because he's the one that he's on live television telling it like it is. This is a bold thing, for him to come up against. And Lord willing, he stands firm on his opinions and doesn't change.
So he signed the Great Barrington Declaration. He's going to be the Surgeon General of Florida. I mean, we've done so much reporting on that great document signed by over 860,000.
So that was pretty much the point. You could check out this article and watch the rest. It's Florida's radical new plan. Now let's get that word radical. All right. It says Florida's radical new plan, actual science and sanity. Now we know that word science means knowledge. Okay, and basic knowledge will tell you that you should boost your immune system, go outside, eat better, work out. That's science and that's sanity. Okay. Now the reason why it's radical, something that's sane, how can something that's sane be radical? Right? It's because everything else is insane. Okay, what this devil is doing with his mandates and all these actions that he's doing is insane. Now let's get the word radical. It says relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something. Yeah, because it's affecting. What is the fundamental nature of what's happening right now in this current pandemic? The nature is fear. The nature is, mandating VAXs. Okay. So this guy is affecting the fundamental nature. Okay. It says a person who advocates thorough or complete political or social reform, a member of a political party, or part of party pursuing such aims. Okay, so this is someone that is against the norm, that is going against the establishment. It says advocating or based on thorough or complete political or social change. Okay, so going against the social norms. Right now, the social norm is for everybody to get VAX'd. All right. So this is a radical new idea brought to you by Florida. So anyway, I'll end off with that, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.